How's it going, everybody? Matt Bourie here with my dad above me, Steve Bourie. And we're trying something a little different today. We're going to put out a video that's going to help you all play Double Double Bonus is the game we're going to start out on. And we're here today on videopoker.com. And this is a training software website that you can use. If you use that link at the bottom, you get free gold membership. But we're going to be using the pro membership today. And you got all these different games that you can train on here. And what we're going to go over today is Double Double Bonus. And these are all the pay tables here. You should be able to see them. If you can't, it has them all from 10-6, which is over 100%. It's 100.067%. That game is very hard to find in casinos. Doubt you're ever going to find that. Outside of maybe, say, Reno. So what we're going to train on today is 9-6, which has a 98.98%.
Where do we play that? Oh, we play that at the Dania Casino for $1.
Yeah, we used to play it at the Hard Rock for $2 triple play, but they have since gotten rid of those machines. All right, so I'm just going to play for a bit here. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to do a few common hands that people play incorrectly. So make sure you stick around for the end of the video to see those hands. So we're just going to play for a bit here, and you're going to see how this works. So this over here is the good part of the pro training. If you use the gold training, it's just going to give you a green light or a red light as to whether or not you played the hand correctly. The pro training gives you, what is this, the top 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, top 8 hands EV-wise. And EV is expected value. So that means that of the 5 credits that you're betting, this is what you should expect to get back holding that hand. So here, the pair of 3s was the best. You're expected to get back 4.35 of your 5 credits bet. And that's per hand.
So if you were dealt a flush, it would give you a value of 30. The expected value is 30.
Yes. That 4 to the flush is not quite. You are expected to win on holding 4 to the flush. So that is a positive expectation there. So
you're betting 5 coins, and you should win 6 in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Now I believe it's Queen 10 here.
I was thinking if you were an ultimate X,
it would have been all 3, yeah.
It would have been all 3, but that's a whole different
Yeah, that's a whole different can of worms, which we are going to open eventually, but not right now. Pair of 8s.
But this pro training is the only kind of training you can find that you can use for Ultimate X.
Yes. Not bonus streak, just regular Ultimate X. Now you see here, this was actually pretty close there. A difference of 0.04 coins. So if you're, that's what, half of 1/10%. So that would be what, like 1 1/4 cents if you were playing on 25 cent.
Yep. So and now in the lower right corner, it tells you.
Yeah, down here, the number of hands you've played.
For the sessions, right?
And just for instance, I'm going to play this hand wrong so you can see here. And it shows you the cost of your errors as well down there. So it's whoops. So let's play this incorrectly. We're just going to hold this 3. Which, of course, the correct play would be to hold the 5, 6, 7, 8. But you see, that was such a bad mistake there that on quarter 10 play, that error cost us $5. And as you can see, holding the 4 to the straight, even though it's an open-ended straight, is not a winning proposition. So if you ever think that you're not gonna, you don't hit the straights as often as you should, and you lose money going for it, you're supposed to lose money going for it, but you'll lose less money going for that than you would for something else.
Before you play this hand here, I just wanted to say that, so if you were playing this in jacks or better, you would keep the ace and the queen. Or if you were playing it in bonus poker, you would keep the ace and the queen. But because
or in some situations in double bonus, I believe you would keep them both as well. But you're about to see why.
You just keep the ace. Because the ace is so valuable in this game. If you get 4 of them, you have the chance to get you get a bonus. And
Well,
You get
I
a
think the
kicker, you
main
get a
issue
big bonus.
is because the hand that pays you a lot is the 4 aces with the kicker. If you hold an ace queen, there's no way to get 4 aces with a kicker. Pair of twos, that one's easy enough. And then this is going to be part 1 of our training on, so this is an inside straight here, 7, 8, 10 jack. However, the strategy for double bonus is you hold an inside straight only if you have no high cards or 2 high cards. So this would be one of the few situations, I believe, where you don't go for the inside straight. Let's see how close it is.
You are correct, sir. Very
Yes.
close. Now, by the way, on our website, thejackpotgents.com, when Matt first was looking at the pay tables, we have a section on pay tables so you can see all the most common pay tables for double bonus. So here you have the option to play a pair of nines or an open-ended straight.
Yes. In Ultimate X, I do believe you would go for the open-ended straight here, but I believe it's the pair of nines.
I believe you are correct.
That was actually more of a gap than I was expecting there. And if you ever hear me talk about a hand that's a coin flip, that means that they're so close that it's really, you could technically, if you wanted to, play it either way. Well, I mean, it's a free country. You can do whatever you want. But if you are trying to play as accurately as possible, there are some hands where it's very, very close.
And if you have any questions, be sure to put them in the comments section.
Yes, you have any questions about double bonus, or if there's any other games you want to learn, let us know in the comments.
Now, also on our website, thejackpotgents.com, we have a section up there called Video Poker Software. And if you wanted to try this pro training, you have the opportunity to get 500 hands to play for free, 500 hands, and try it out yourself.
Which is a cool offer. That's a new offer that they're giving to our fans that they don't normally offer. So that's cool too. Now, we haven't really had any difficult hands yet, Dad, but we're about to show here in a minute if we don't get any of them. Well, this one
So
you
have an inside straight but a 3-card royal. So you would, if they were not suited, you would go for the inside straight. If that was a jack of clubs and the king of spades, you would go for the inside straight.
I have a feeling this is going to be a very big jump there between that and the open-ended or the inside straight, though. What do you think?
Probably.
Because you have a shot at the royal, I think the EV on this is probably quite a bit higher. Yes.
Yes. Wow. Great. More than double.
Not only do you have a shot at the royal flush where you have a chance, even though it's a small chance, you have a chance of hitting the royal. It pays 4,000. You also have a shot at filling in a flush. You also have a shot at filling in a straight. You also have a shot at filling in a 3 of a kind, 2 pair, jacks are better. There's a lot of options there, which is why the EV is high. But I have a feeling, and the other thing you can do is you can hit show EV details here. It's a very in-depth breakdown. So look, of that 6.9 EV there, 3.7 of it comes from your small chance of hitting the royal flush. So more than half of that comes from your shot at the royal there. So that is why I assumed it would be much higher. So it says, so this part, the 1.596 of your EV is from your chance of getting a jacks or better. Your 0.125 is from a chance of getting a 2 pair. Another 0.125 is from a chance of filling in your 3 of a kind. 0.2 of it is from filling in your straight, and 1.22 of it is from filling in your flush.
Now, one thing to keep in mind when you change the pay tables, it could change the strategy, but it would be very slight differences.
But there are differences, so keep that in mind. If you get the pro training, make sure you're choosing the pay table. Yes, it might be fun to play a game that's over 100%, but if you're training, make sure you're training for the exact pay table that they have that you're going to be playing, or you could be learning incorrectly. Which, again, is why I did not choose the 10-6. I chose the 9-6 instead because, like I said, I doubt you're going to find 10-6 double-double really anywhere except for Reno. Maybe Tahoe.
And if you're looking for some general help with, and you don't want to get as sophisticated as getting a training program, we do have strategy charts on our website, jackpotgents.com. Just look in the upper bar. Matt, maybe you can bring that screen up there.
This is thejackpotgents.com. Sorry, I was looking at the video poker hands. What did you tell me to bring up?
Okay. Video poker, well, across the top there, we have video poker pay tables, which I mentioned.
We have pay tables here. We have strategy charts here.
And then over to the right, video poker software.
Yes.
There's an offer there. Play 500 hands of video poker pro training for free.
Yes. You come here, you click on any of these links here. Any of these links will bring you there. I'm logged into videopoker.com right now, so I can't click on the link. It won't work. To show you. Now, we're going to go over, how many hands do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but there are multiple versions of the fifth one. So the first hand we're going to go over is a full house with 3 aces. So you're guaranteed 45 credits if you keep that. Most people are going to be tempted to keep it. However, if you look here, your 4 aces pays 800 credits. And your 4 aces with a kicker pays 2,000 credits. So keeping the full house will give you 45 credits. Keeping just the 3 of a kind, you're guaranteed to get 15 credits, but it opens you up to win either 800 or 2,000. So you're actually going to want to keep just the 3 aces here.
Most people would probably keep the
full house.
That would be incorrect.
And if you look at the it's not even close there.
Yeah.
And we hit one. We did hit one, so that's a good example why. Keeping the 3 aces has an EV expected value of 63.5. So that was the first hand.
One of the things, the features of this Pro is that you can, if you have any questions about how to play a particular hand, you can choose the cards like Matt's doing. He hits pick cards down there, and you just put in whatever cards you want and deal it, and it'll deal it to you.
Oh, I was gonna have it show how much of an error in money that would be, but it doesn't. That only works on naturally drawn hands. It doesn't work on hands that you've picked yourself. So I forgot about that. So now the other one is going to be a 2 pair with aces. So you got your 2 pair, you got your aces and your 10s. So some people might keep both pairs here because they're like, oh, I can fill in the full house. But one of the big things is in double-double bonus, the 2 pair only pays you even money. You know, it's a push if you don't improve. But if you keep, so that is, yes, you have a chance to fill in the full house, but you have a chance, even though it's a small chance, of getting the 4 aces or the 4 aces with the kicker. So the aces end up being better and by over a full coin. So look at that. I mean, it's costing you a quarter every time you if you were keeping both pairs there. And let's look at the breakdown here. So look at your breakdown on it's 9.5 EV total. So 3.5 comes from your jacks or better, and that's so high because you are dealt a jacks or better. 0.8 comes from increasing to a 2 pair. 1.7 comes from increasing to a 3 of a kind. 0.46 comes from increasing to a full house. And then 1.6 comes from your 4 aces, and 1.35 comes from your 4 aces with a kicker. And the reason this is smaller here is because, yes, the 4 aces with a kicker pays a lot more than the 4 aces, but it's also much harder to fill in. And then if you look at the 2 pair, 8.4 of it comes from is total. None of it comes from jacks or better because, of course, if you're keeping a 2 pair, you can't get a worse hand. 4.5 of it comes from the 2 pair, and then 3.8 comes from your chance to increase to a full house, but there's nothing else because that's all you can increase to is a full house. So that is the second hand. The third hand is going to be ace, jack, queen. Those are the only 3 important cards. Let's do a 5 and a 7, I guess. So now, you saw us play earlier where we were playing and you keep the ace over. If you have ace queen, you keep just the ace. If you have ace jack, you keep just the ace. But in this case, and this was a hand we were playing wrong for quite a while. Somebody pointed it out to us in the comments. We never even thought to check this. If you have a jack queen offsuit with an ace offsuit, you're actually going to hold the jack queen here. And that is the correct play. But this is one of those hands where I call it a coin flip. Because if you look how close that is, it is a difference of 1/2 of 1/10 of one coin. So that is not a lot, but if you play video poker as often as we do, even though that's not a very big difference, this is a fairly common hand. So playing it incorrectly will stack up fairly quickly in the long run. So that's one hand. I mean, this is, yeah, you could hold the ace if you want to, if you're feeling lucky, but the way we look at things is we always just play the best hand possible, or at least try to. There are some times we play incorrectly where we get our strategies mixed up, but we try as hard as we can to play the hand with the best EV.
And when you're playing for $12.50 a hand or
$25 a spin like
hand,
we do fairly often,
it adds up.
Yes, it does. So that was the next hand. And now here's one that everybody tells us. We get mixed reviews on this, right? So it's a dealt 3 of a kind, 3 aces, with the kicker. It's funny because when we're playing double bonus, if we get dealt this and we don't keep the kicker, we get people telling us we're playing incorrectly and we should be keeping the kicker. When we play triple double bonus and we hold the kicker, which is the proper strategy in triple double bonus, we get people telling us we shouldn't hold the kicker and we're playing incorrectly. So no matter what we do, we have people tell us we're playing incorrectly. But spoiler alert, if you just heard, if you caught that there, in double bonus, you are not supposed to hold the kicker.
You have the chance to get the 4 aces with the kicker for 2,000 credits.
Yes, you can still get it, but it does open up your chances to get the 4 aces easier. And if you look, it's fairly close, but I mean, that's still, what is that, 3.3 credits. That's a pretty big error. You don't want to make that error. But the difference is between double bonus and triple double is you see the 4 aces with a kicker pays 2,000. In triple double bonus, the 4 aces with a kicker is doubled and pays 4,000. So that's why it becomes worth it in triple double. But that is a whole nother tale for another day. And then, so the last one is the inside straight. And we already went over that while we were playing the random hands there. 5, 6, 7, 9, 2. So there's 3 ways. Well, there's a few ways you could get dealt it. You saw what happened with inside straight with 1 high card. It was to hold the high card. This now is a 4-card inside straight with no high cards. And like I said, if you have no high cards, you're going to keep it. And that's usually what happens right there when we play. But as you can see here, holding nothing is 1.62. Holding the inside straight is worth 1.7. And what's interesting about this is you would not do this in jacks or better or bonus poker. And the reason is not because the straight is worth more in this game. It's because holding nothing is worth less in this game. Because if you hold nothing here, let's hit the EV details here. You see your 2 pair paying the same as the jacks or better is only contributing 0.23, and jacks or better, and you see it says it pays 5 credits up here. In jacks or better or bonus poker, the 2 pair pays 10 credits, so that bumps the holding nothing to actually be worth more than the holding the inside straight. So that is with no high cards. You saw with 1 high card earlier. Now we're going to do with 2 high cards. So jack, queen, 9, 8, 5, I guess. And this is the last one. This is, so you saw with 1 high card, you were supposed to just hold the high card. This is with 2 high cards. You're supposed to hold the straight. Look at that. We only got 1 improvement there. And this one is fairly close. This, again, is another one. It's not quite a coin flip, but it's pretty close to a coin flip. So Yeah, so that does it for our double bonus training part 1. If there's any games you want us to teach, leave them down in the comments. We're going to try and start doing this every Monday. We'll see how it goes. And I want to do one of these on Ultimate X because a lot of people don't realize that you should be playing Ultimate X differently than you play regular video poker. And we get a lot of flack for playing from people, viewers, that say we're playing incorrectly when, in fact, we are playing correctly for Ultimate X.
Yeah, a lot of that depends on the multipliers you have when you're dealt your hand. The other thing is, I'd be curious to see how many people, and please comment below, are interested in learning Deuces Wild. Some people hate the game, some people like the game. We're curious as to see what your opinions are.
Yeah, we got. There's a lot of games. If you want to learn, we could do Deuces Wild. We could do Deuces Wild bonus for very basic players that are just learning video poker in general. We could do Jacks or better. We could do triple double bonus. We could do triple bonus, which could be interesting. We could do all sorts of stuff. White hot aces. There's all sorts of games we could play.
Okay. And one last time, Matt, can you go to the Jackpot Gents website?
Sure. Jackpot Gents.
And just show people video poker software.
Yeah.
There.
Go to jackpotgents.com. You come over here to video poker software. You click on that. Then you click on this clip here, 500 hands of pro training for free, and any of these hyperlinks or clicking on that picture will bring you there and give you your free 500 hands.
There's also a link there for the gold membership if you want to try that too.
Well, the gold membership, you just go to that link right there at the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and have a good day.
Bye-bye.